Wait, oh, is this a recoloring? Oh, I thought this was the black and white version. Okay, I'm watching a recolored version. Yeah, this was very unexpected when I first saw this.
Hello, Joseph. Trouble? A lot of people asking for help for a man named George Bailey. Yes, tonight's his crucial night, you're right. It's a clockmaker's turn again. Oh, Clarence hasn't got his wings yet, has he? Because, you know, sir, he's got the IQ of a rabbit. Yes, but he's got the faith of a child. Simple.
You sent for me, sir?
Yes, Clarence. A man down on Earth needs our help.
Splendid. Is he sick?
No, worse. He's discouraged.
Hey, who's that?
That's your problem, George Bailey.
A boy?
That's him when he was 12, back in 1919.
He's the one who falls through. That's good. He's terrifying. I've never fallen through, but
George saved his brother's life that day, but he caught a bad cold, which infected his left ear. It was weeks before he was able to go back to his after-school job at Old Man Gower's drugstore.
yeah, this guy. Oh, he's going so good. I want so little, man. If she's the, yeah, she's the flirt.
What's wrong with that? Help me down. Help you down.
Shh.
George! George!
Yes, sir?
You wanna trade him for a canary?
Yeah, he almost poisoned the kid. I would have preferred to watch the black and white version. I just prefer the black and white ones. There's a charm to it.
Mr. Gower, do you want something? Anything?
Oh, take those capsules and misplay.
But they're poisoned. I forget how he catches that. It's been a while since I've watched this. It literally says so.
Mr. Gower, I say.
Oh, good joy.
Yes, sir.
That's where his dad works, right? Yeah.
All I'm asking for is 30 days more. Just a minute, son. Just 30 short days. I'll dig up that 5,000 somehow.
Have you put any real pressure on these people of yours to pay those mortgages?
Time's up bad, Mr. Potter. A lot of these people are out of work.
Well, foreclosed.
Mr. Potter, what makes you such a hard-skulled character? You have no family, no children. You can't begin to spend all the money you've got.
Oh, I suppose I should give it to miserable failures like you.
He's not a failure. You
George,
can't say
George.
that about my father.
George,
You're
George.
not. You're the biggest man in town.
Run along.
Bigger than him.
Run along.
Bigger than everybody.
What? Why, that medicine should have been there an hour ago.
Where's his bladed voice of capsules?
Why didn't you deliver them right away? Don't you know that boy?
Oh, damn.
Hurry, I'm so here. You don't know what you're doing. You put something wrong in those capsules. I know you're gonna be. Just look and see what you did. Look at the bottle you took the powder from. It's poison, I tell you, it's poison.
There it is.
Don't hurt my sewer again.
Oh, no,
Don't hurt
no,
my
no.
sewer again.
Oh, George. I want a big one.
What'd you stop it for?
I want you
At
to
that for a
take
second.
a good look at that face.
Who is it? Did he ever marry the girl? Did he ever go exploring?
Well, wait and see.
No, he never gets that chance. Every time he gets that chance, it gets ripped away from him by fate.
I don't suppose you like this old second-hand job, would you?
Ah, you're talking. Gee whiz, I could use that as a raft in case the boat sunk. What's my name doing on here?
Little present from old man Gower. Came down and picked it out himself.
He did?
Ah.
What do you know about that? My old boss.
George, sit down and have dinner.
I'm eating.
Well, aren't you going to finish dressing for your graduating party? Look at you.
I don't care. It's George. Let's talk.
Smarty, you're tired. Oh, I had another tussle with Potter today. I thought when we put him on the board of directors, he'd ease up on us a little bit. You know, George, I wish we could send Harry to college with you. Your mother and I talked it over half the night.
We had that all figured out. I couldn't face being cooped up for the rest of my life in a shabby little office. I want to do something big and something important.
You know, George,
And he does.
I feel that in a small way, we're doing something important.
Yeehaw.
How are you? When'd you get here?
Oh, this afternoon. I thought I'd give the kids a treat.
Oh, college graduate.
The coach has heard all about you.
He has?
Yeah, he's followed every game, and his mouth's watering. He wants me to find out if you're going to come along with him.
Well, you remember my kid sister Mary.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want you, Manny.
Dance with her, will you?
Oh, me? Oh, I feel funny enough already with all these kids.
Oh, come on, be a sport.
That's the reason why I came in fourth. If it hadn't have been for
There
that,
it
that race
is.
has been a cinch.
Well,
Now, to get back to my story, see?
jealous? Did you know there's a swimming pool under this floor? And did you know that button behind you causes this floor to open up? George Bailey is dancing right over that crack.
Buffalo girls, can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight? Can't you come out tonight?
You know, if it wasn't me talking, I'd say you were the prettiest girl in town.
Why don't you say it?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I will say it. How old are you anyway?
18.
18?
Too young or too old?
Oh, no. Just right. Your age fits you. You look a little older without your clothes on. I mean, without a dress, you look older. Okay, then I'll throw a rock at the old Granville house.
Oh, no, don't. I love that old house.
No, you see, you make a wish and then try and break some glass in.
What'd you wish, George?
Well, not just one wish, a whole hatful. And I'm shaking the dust of this crummy little town off my feet, and I'm gonna see the world. Italy, Greece, the Parthenon, the Colosseum. Then I'm coming back here and go to college to see what they know, and then I'm gonna build things. What'd you wish, Mary? Dance by the light of the moon. What'd you wish when you threw that rock?
Oh, no.
Come on, tell me.
If I don't, might not come through.
Am I talking too much?
Yes. Why don't you kiss her instead of tongue her to death?
What do you... Okay, I give up. Where are you?
Over here.
Here you are, catch. Wait a minute. What am I doing? This is a very interesting situation. Man doesn't get in a situation like this every day.
I'd like to have my robe.
Not in Bedford Falls, anyway.
Ouch! Oh.
Gesundheit. I've read about things like this, but I never...
Shame on you. I'm going to tell your mother on you.
Well, my mother's way up in the corner there. I'll make a deal with you, Mary.
Your father's had a stroke.
Yeah.
Mary, I'm sorry, I've got to go.
I want the board to know that George gave up his trip to Europe to help straighten things out here in the past few months.
Right.
Now we come to the real purpose of this meeting, to appoint a successor to our dear friend Peter Bailey.
I claim this institution is not necessary to this town. Therefore, Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to dissolve this institution and turn its assets and liabilities over to the receiver.
I second Mr. Potter's motion. Very well. In that case, I'll ask the two executive officers to withdraw.
Oh, I don't mean any disrespect to him, God rest his soul. He was a man of high ideals. Now, you take this loan here.
This is a fancy wheelchair. It's up so high.
Fellow that sits around all day on his... I happen to know the bank turned down this loan. But he comes here, and we're building him a house worth $5,000.
I'd like a house worth $5,000.
And all because a few starry-eyed dreamers like Peter Bailey stir 'em up and fill their head with a lot of impossible ideas.
Why, in the 25 years since he and Uncle Billy started this thing, he never once thought of himself. Isn't that right, Uncle Billy? But he did help a few people get out of your slums, Mr. Potter. And what's wrong with that? What'd you say just a minute ago? They had to wait and save their money before they even thought of a decent home? Wait for what? Do you know how long it takes a working man to save $5,000? Just remember this, Mr. Potter, that this rabble you're talking about, they do most of the working and paying and living and dying in this community. Well, is it too much to have them work and pay and live and die in a couple of decent rooms and a bath?
Yeah, you didn't like that.
Boy, that was telling Jojo, boy, you shut his big mouth. You should have heard him.
Hey, what's up with this? Why is there just a crow sitting here?
Potter down. They want to keep it going. Only one condition.
What's that?
And that's the best part of it. They've appointed George here as executive secretary to take his father's place.
I'm leaving right now. I'm going to school. This is my last chance. Uncle Billy here. He's your man.
But George, they'll vote with Potter otherwise.
Not only that, but he gave his school money to his brother Harry and sent him to college. Harry became a football star, made second team All-American. George got 4 years older, waiting for Harry to come back and take over the building and loan.
George, Uncle Billy, I want you to meet Ruth. Oh, how do you do? Ruth Dakin.
Ruth Dakin Bailey, if you don't mind.
My father offered him a job.
Oh, he got you in the job. Well, Harry.
Which means he's no good for the...
Bruce spoke out of turn. I never said I'd take it. You've been holding the bag here for 4 years. And... well, I won't let you down, George.
He's still stuck here for a while. But he does a lot of good with his position.
What about this job?
Oh, well, my father owns a glass factory in Buffalo. He wants to get Harry started in the research business. Not much money, but good future, you know.
How do you like her?
She's swell.
Looks like she can keep Harry on his toes.
Keep out of Bedford Falls, anyway.
Did you know that Mary Hatch is back from school? Came back 3 days ago.
Oh, Mary. I just happened to be passing by.
Yes, so I noticed. Well, are you coming in or aren't you?
I still can't understand it, though. You know, I didn't tell anybody I was coming here.
Would you rather leave?
No, I don't want to be rude. Some joke, huh?
He is not feeling it.
Nice about your brother Harry and Ruth, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Don't you like her?
Well, of course I like her. She's a peach.
Oh, just marriage in general you're not enthusiastic about.
Mary! Mary! Who's down there with you?
It's George Bailey, Mother.
George Bailey? What's he want?
Well, what does she have against him now?
You tell him to go right back home. And don't you leave the house either. Sam Wainwright promised to call you from New York tonight.
Why don't you go home?
That's where I'm going. I don't know why I came here in the first place. Good night.
Good night. Hello?
Forgot my hat.
Hee-haw. Hello, Sam. How are you? There's an old friend of yours here, George Bailey. Well, just a minute. I'll call him George.
He doesn't respect George, you idiot.
He does so. He asked for him. George.
Why does she not like him?
Well, George Baileyovsky. Hey, a fine
He's
fellow
doing
you are.
very
What are
well.
you trying to do, steal my girl?
Yeah, so yeah. Why not right here? You remember that old tool and machinery works? Well, you tell your father you can get that for a song, and all the labor he wants, too. Half the town was thrown out of work when they closed down.
I may have a job for you. That is, unless you're still married to that broken-down building in Lowell.
Now, you listen to me. I don't want any plastics. I don't want any ground floors. I want to do what I want to do. And you're...
Why does she not like him? Is it because he's poor or something?
Hey, where are you two going on this here now, honeymoon?
Where are we going? It's a whole week in New York, a whole week in Bermuda, the highest hotels, the oldest champagne, the richest caviar, the hottest music, and the prettiest wife.
That's the plan, but then...
Don't look now, but there's something funny going on over there.
But then this. He just keeps getting screwed, over and over again.
Please, let's not stop, George.
Well, hello, everybody. Miss Thompson, how are you? Ollie, what's the matter here? Can't you get in?
What is with the Raven?
What happened? How did it start?
Well, how's a thing like this ever start? All I know is the bank called our loan.
When?
About an hour ago, I handed over all our cash.
All of it?
Every cent of it, and still was less than we owed them.
Holy...
George, it's Potter.
Of course it is.
I am going all out to help in this crisis. I have just guaranteed the bank sufficient funds to meet their needs, but I am willing to guarantee your people too. Just tell them to bring their shares over here, and I will pay 50 cents on the dollar.
Well, you're gonna miss this one.
If you close your doors before 6 p.m., you will never reopen.
Yeah, they give you all their shares, you can help them out, and then they're in debt for the rest of their lives.
Just remember that this thing isn't as black as it appeared.
Oh.
I was just talking to old man Potter, and he's guaranteed cash payments to the bank. The bank's going to reopen next week.
But, George, I got my money here. Did he guarantee this place?
Well, no, Charlie, I didn't even ask him. We don't need Potter over here.
And I'll take mine now. I got $242 in here, and $242 isn't going to break anybody.
Here you are. You sign this, you get your money in 60 days.
60 days?
Well, that's what you agreed to when you bought your shares.
Tom, did you get your money?
No.
Well, I did.
Tom, you have to stick to your original agreement. Now, give us 60 days on this.
Okay, Randall.
Are you going to Potter's?
Better to get half than nothing.
If Potter gets a hold of this building and alone, there'll never be another decent house built in this town. He's already got charge of the bank, he's got the bus line, he got the department stores, and now he's after us. Why? Well, it's very simple, because we're cutting in on his business, that's why.
How am I going to live until the bank opens?
I got doctor bills to pay. I need cash.
I can't keep our kids on faith. I've got to have...
How much do you need?
Hey! I got $2,000.
So he uses his own money.
Well, but it's your own money,
Now,
George.
never mind about that. How much do you want now?
I can get along with 20, all right.
$20. 3, 2, 1, bingo! We made it! Close the door, Eustace. We made it. Look, we're still in business. We still got $2 left.
George, there's a call for you.
Look, will you get my wife on the phone? She's probably over at her mother.
Mrs. Bailey.
What is with the raven?
I don't want Mrs. Bailey. I want my wife, Mrs. Bailey. That's all. Mary, hello. Listen, dear, I'm sorry. Huh? Come home.
Hi, good evening, sir.
Welcome home, Mr. Bailey. Remember the night we broke the windows in this old house? This is what I wished for.
Yeah. Because he told her his wish, that's why it didn't come true. She kept it to herself, that's why hers came true.
What, Kenny? You rented a new house?
Rent? I own the house. Buddy.
Oh my god. Oh my god, and a bunch of dogs too, good. No wonder you were... And a goat? No wonder you were living in the slums. You got so many people to provide for. More people than you can afford.
But you can't laugh off this Bailey Park anymore. Look at it. Dozens of the prettiest little homes you ever saw. 90% owned by suckers who used to pay rent to you. Every one of these homes is worth twice what it cost the building and loan to build. If I were you, Mr. Potter...
You are not me.
As I say, it's no skin off my nose.
Quite a cigar, Mr. Potter.
You like it? I'll send you a box. You know just as well as I do that I run practically everything in this town. But the Bailey building alone. I have stated my side very frankly.
Yes, very
Your
frank.
side. Young man, 27, 28, married, making, say, 40 a week.
45.
45. A young man who's been dying to get out on his own ever since he was born.
Really? Really just laying it all out.
Well, what's your point, Mr. Potter?
The point is I want to hire you. I'll start you out at $20,000 a year. You wouldn't mind living in the nicest house in town? Buying your wife a lot of fine clothes? A couple of business trips to New York a year? Maybe once in a while Europe? You wouldn't mind that, would you, John?
I don't need 24 hours. I don't have to talk to anybody. I know right now. And the answer's no. Doggone it.
Why in the world do you ever marry a guy like me?
To keep from being an old maid. I want my baby to look like you.
Didn't even have a honeymoon. I promised you. You what?
Mary had her baby, a boy. Then she had another one, a girl. Day after day, she worked away, remaking the old Granville house into a home. Then came a war. Ma Bailey and Mrs. Hatch joined the Red Cross and sold. Bert the cop was wounded in North Africa, got the Silver Star. Ernie the taxi driver parachuted into France.
There's a lot happening here.
Marty helped capture the Remagen Bridge. Harry Bailey topped them all. A Navy flyer, he shot down 15 planes.
Dang.
2 of them as they were about to crash into a transport full of soldiers. For if, on account of his ear, George fought the Battle of Bedford Falls. Paper drives, craft drives, rubber drives.
Now show him what happened today.
Yes, sir. This morning, day before Christmas, about
Here
10
we are.
a.m.
Modern
Bedford
day
Falls
now.
time.
Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy come in here?
Oh, we stopped at the bank first.
He's not here right now.
Things are going pretty good for him right now. He's got 4 kids, a nice house. Notice the whole town loves him. His brother's a war hero. But then...
Carter, bank examiner.
Mr. Carter, Merry Christmas. Well, come right in here, Mr. Carter.
Although I shouldn't wonder when you okay reverse charges on personal long-distance calls.
December 24.
Good morning, Mr. Potter. What's the news?
Well.
Yeah, you got the $8,000 right there in the envelope.
Congressional medal. That couldn't be one of the Bailey boys.
Not every heel was in Germany and Japan.
You forgot something. What? Well, aren't you going to make a deposit? Oh, sure I am. Well, and it's usually customary to bring the money with you.
He had the money, but now he's lost it. I'm sorry to do this. I want to see where exactly he loses the money. Did he give it to Potter by accident? He had an envelope in his hand. He took the newspaper in his hand with the money. Okay, yeah, it's in the envelope. Yep, it's there in the envelope. He takes the newspaper with the envelope in his hand. He's got them both in his hand. He gave the money to Mr. Potter without realizing.
Morning, Mr. Potter. What's the news?
Yep, there's the envelope with the money.
Harry Bailey, not every heel was in Germany
Yep.
and Japan.
Yep, he took the money. He folded the envelope in with the newspaper, and $8,000 just gone. He has it there with him. He didn't technically steal it, so he hasn't done anything illegal.
But the bank examiner's here.
He's here.
Well, yeah, he wants the cops payable to... What's the matter with you?
And did you put the envelope in your pocket?
No, maybe.
Maybe. I don't want any maybe. We've got to find that money.
Do you realize what this means? It means bankruptcy and scandal and prison. One of us is going to jail. Well, it's not going to be me.
Hello, darling. Hello, Daddy. Hello, Daddy. How do you like it?
This seems really, really unpleasant to watch. Really hard to get through.
Your mother's so excited.
Must she keep playing that?
I have to practice it for the party tonight, Daddy.
Come on out in the kitchen with me while I finish dinner. You now go on upstairs and see if little Susie wants anything.
What's the matter with Susan?
Oh, she's got a cold. She's in bed. Caught it coming home from school. Just a cold. The doctor says it's
The
not
doctor?
serious.
Was the doctor here?
Yes, I called him right away.
Is she running a temperature? What is it?
Just a teensy one. George, what's wrong?
Wrong everything, Troy. You call this a happy family. Why do we have to have all these kids?
Dad, how do you spell
Hey.
Frankenstein?
I don't know. Why, ask your mother.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Welch. I'm sure she'll be all right. The doctor said that she ought to be out of bed in time to have her Christmas dinner.
Say, what kind of a teacher are you anyway? What do you mean sitting at home like that, half naked? You realize you probably end up with pneumonia on account of you? Janie, haven't you learned that silly tune yet? You play it over and over again. Now stop it! Stop it! Janie, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. What's the matter with everybody? Janie, go on. I told you to practice. Now go on, play.
Oh, Daddy. Shall I pray for him?
Yes, Jenny, pray very hard.
Me too?
I'm in trouble, Mr. Potter.
Really that desperate.
Oh, that's what the reporters wanted to talk to you about.
The reporters?
Yes, they called me up from your building and loan.
I'll pay any sort of a bonus on the loan, any interest. If you still want the building and loan, I'm...
George, could it possibly be there's a slight discrepancy in the book? What have you been doing, George? Playing the market with the company's money?
No, sir, I haven't.
Oh, is it a woman then? Real estate? Collateral of any kind?
I have some life insurance. $15,000 policy.
You're worth more dead than alive. Why don't you go to the riffraff you love so much and ask them to let you have your stuff?
Foreshadowing.
As a stockholder of the building and loan, I'm going to swear out a warrant for your arrest.
If you're up there and you can hear me, show me the way.
Why you drink so much, my friend? Please go home, Mr. Bailey. This is Christmas Eve.
Which Bailey?
This Mr. George Bailey.
Mr. Welch.
The next time you talk to my wife like that, you'll get worse.
That's what he gets for praying.
The last time he come in here, you hear that, Nick?
Where's the insurance policy?
Oh, that's why. Right, that's why he goes and does it. There he is. There he goes.
I didn't have time to get some stylish underwear. Wife gave me this on my last birthday. I passed away in it.
How did you happen to fall in?
I didn't fall in. I jumped in to save George.
You what? Where do you come from?
Heaven?
Just brutally honest. Not hiding it at all.
Clarence Artbody, AS2.
AS2? What's that AS2?
Angel, second class.
What you? What'd you say just a minute ago? Why'd you want to save me?
That's what I was sent down for. I'm your guardian angel.
What happened to your wings?
I haven't won my wings yet. That's why I'm an angel second class. You just don't know all that you've done. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody would be a lot better off. My wife and my kids
Here we
and my
are.
friends.
Yeah, so you still think killing yourself would make everyone feel happier, right?
Would have been better if I'd never been born at all.
Here it is.
I said I wish I'd never been born.
Wait a minute, that's an idea. What do you think? Yeah, that'll do it. You've never been bored. You don't have to make all that fuss about it. You haven't a care in the world. No worries, no obligations.
Say something else in that ear.
Sure, you can hear out of it.
I said, doggone this thing. What I need's a couple of good stiff drinks. How about you, Angel? You want a drink?
His car's gone. Doesn't exist because he doesn't exist.
What's the matter?
Well, this is where I left my car, and... Well, where's my car?
I beg your pardon?
My car. I'm the fellow that owns the car that ran into your tree.
You must mean two other trees. You had me worried. One of the oldest trees in Pottersville.
Pottersville?
Without him to hold down the fort after his dad died, Potter took completely over.
Maybe I left the car up at Martini's. Well, come on, Gabriel.
Clarence!
Clarence. Oh, Nick, hey, where's the martini?
Want a martini?
No, Martini, your boss. Where is he?
Hey, look, I'm the boss. You want a drink or don't you? We save hard drinks in here for men who want to get drunk fast, and we don't need any characters around to give the joint atmosphere. Is that clear?
Never saw Nick act like that before.
You'd see a lot of strange things from now on.
You got someplace to sleep?
No.
You don't. Well, you got any money?
He's right there.
No wonder you jumped in the river.
I jumped in the river to save you so I could get my wings. Uh-oh. Every time you hear a bell ring, it means that some angel's just got his wings.
How old are you anyway, Clarence?
293.
That does it. Out you two pixies go, through the door or out the window. Wait, hey, you rummy there, come here, come here. Didn't I tell you never to compare?
It's Gower, right?
Mr. Gower.
He wasn't there to stop him from poisoning the kid, so...
You know, that's another reason for me not to like you. That rumhead spent 20 years in jail for poisoning a kid. If you know him, you must be a jailbird yourself.
You see, George, you were not there to stop Gower from putting that poison into the capsule.
What do you mean I wasn't there? Remember the stick? You a hypnotist?
No.
Oh yeah, hypnotized the entire
Why am I
town.
seeing all these strange things?
You've been given a great gift, George. A chance to see what the world would be like without you.
That is a hell of a gift. Or I guess a heaven of a gift? That was catchy.
I'm going home and see my wife and family. You understand that? And I'm going home alone.
How am I doing, Joseph? Thanks. So I didn't have a drink.
Ernie, take me home. I'm going off my nut.
Where do you live?
Well, now, doggone it, Ernie, don't you start pulling that stuff. You know where I live.
Now, you're Ernie Bishop, and you live in Bailey Park with your wife and kid. That's right.
You seen my wife?
Amazing. He never takes such pride in owning the whole town, but he never bothered to fix this place up.
Mary! Mary! Hey, Janie, Drew, where are you?
They're not here, George.
I just...
No children.
Where are they? What have you done?
All right, put up your hands. No fast moves. I hate to do this to you, bud, but...
Ow! Glenn, George! Oh, Joseph! Joseph!
I need a drink.
Oh, come on! It was going so good, man.
Well?
There's the Mrs. Bailey.
Mother, something terrible's happened to me. I don't know what it is. Something's happened to everybody. Please let me come in and keep me here until I get over it. What, your brother-in-law, Uncle Billy?
When'd you see him last?
Today, over at his house.
It's a lie. He's been in the insane asylum ever since he lost his business.
If there's one criticism I can make up for this movie, it takes him too long to realize that this is a world in which he wasn't born. It's a nitpick. It's not an issue. It's just kind of annoying to me.
You know where he lives?
Well, sure I know where he lives. He lives in Bailey Park.
Bailey Park doesn't exist. And then...
Your brother, Harry Bailey, broke through the ice and was drowned at the
He
age
wasn't
of
there
9.
for it.
That's a lie. Harry Bailey went to war. He got the Congressional Medal of Honor. He saved the lives of every man on that transport.
Every man on that transport died. Harry wasn't there to save them because you weren't there to save Harry. You really had a wonderful life.
There's
Don't
the
you see
same.
what a mistake it would be to throw it away?
Where's Mary?
Oh, well, I can't...
I don't know how you know these things, but tell me, where is she? If you know where she is, tell me where my wife is.
She's an old maid. She never married.
Where's Mary? Where is she? Where is she?
She's just about to close up the library!
Mary! 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 Mary, it's George! Don't you know me? What's happened to us?
I don't know. You let me go.
Mary!
You look insane. Read the damn room.
Let me go! That's my wife! Mary!
Now you don't.
That's you! Clarence! Help me, Clarence! Get me back! I want to live again! I want to live again!
Here it is.
I want to live again. George! You all right? Hey, what's the matter? Now get out of here, Bert, or I'll hit you again. Get out of here. What the Sam Hill you yelling for, George? You... George?
And his lip is bleeding.
Bert, you know me? Bert! What do you know about that? Merry Christmas! Well, Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, George! Merry Christmas, movie house! Hey! Merry Christmas, Mr. Potter! Happy New Year to you! In jail! Merry!
And he's got the press too.
Mary! Well, hello, Mr. Bank Examiner.
Merry
Kids! Oh, let me look at you. Oh, I could eat you up. Where's your mother?
We're looking for you.
Uncle Billy. Daddy!
George! George, darling, where are you? George, darling, where are you? Oh, George, George. Come on, George, come on downstairs. Quick, they're on their way.
All right.
Come on. Come in, Uncle Billy. Everybody in here.
George!
Mary did it, George. Mary did it. She told some people you were in trouble. And they scattered all over town collecting money. Just the George in trouble. Tell me.
What is this? Another run on the bank?
Oh, Mr. Martini! Step right up!
Now get this. It's from London.
Oh.
Mr. Gower cabled you need cash. Stop. My office instructed to advance you up to $25,000. Stop. Hee-haw and Merry Christmas, Sam Wainwright.
Good idea, Ernie. A toast. To my big brother, George, the richest man in town.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.
Attaboy, Clarence.
Okay, so that was It's a Wonderful Life, and I still really like that movie. Like I said before, that one little gripe I had with it was just a nitpick. That's all it was. It's nothing. It's not an issue. So I still really love this movie. Really good, and that's all I got to say about it. So I'll see you next time for Die Hard.